We've got animals on 2 properties that we'll be pulling from today. The other property is about a mile down the road from here. We're going to do this property first. This property is incredibly difficult. The terrain is incredibly rough, which is why we're staging down here. The property is about a quarter mile up top of that hill, but we can't get up there unless we've got a gator or a 4-wheel drive truck.
We've came here 2 times in previous years and tried to get these individuals to do better with their pets and their animals. And Monday we received a call of a dog that was in the veterinarian's office. It was from here, that was in bad condition. We acted on it, came out, looked at the animals, checked the place out, realized that this time we had to take some action.
We weren't really sure what to expect when we arrived on scene, and it became very evident very quickly that what we were about to encounter was some critical dogs.
It's pretty clear that this puppy is anemic, and it's most likely due to the parasitism she has. So you can see that she has adult live fleas crawling on her, as well as hundreds of ticks between her toes and her ears and the rest of her body. This is not a healthy puppy at all.
They were all rushed along with a few other animals to the emergency vet.
And as soon as we open up, we're going to go right to the crates. So whoever doesn't have a dog, man the crates. You all set?
Ready?
Big dogs in the big crates.
Start them out on Equidome or Domperidone. It's just to stimulate milk production, but we got a feeder to get milk production stimulated.
Well, let's do whatever we can, obviously, to get them both stable.
I've been here on scene all day long at Union County, Mississippi. We've responded to a large-scale case of animal cruelty. It's a puppy mill of about 75 dogs. We've got roughly 25 horses and donkeys. We've got about 20 cats. Every one of these animals has had some sort of issue. Some have been in serious trouble. We've already sent over 10 animals to the emergency clinic. The parasites, the external and internal parasites, are just unlike any I've ever seen before. Dogs covered in ticks and fleas, maggots throughout the property, old wounds that are now infected, emaciated bodies both in the horses, the dogs, and the cats. It's been a rough, grim scene. You know, this has been one of the toughest days for Animal Rescue Corps. Temperatures are nearly 100 degrees out here. The heat index is 109. We've been suffering all day. I mean, obviously we can't complain. These animals have been living in these conditions for who knows how long. 24 hours and we were on this scene, and we had people coming from 1,000 miles away. So as you could imagine, it was very difficult. It's very challenging to pull these resources together in such a short period of time. But Animal Rescue Corps is very fortunate to have a standing partnership with the Mississippi State University Vet Department, who on every case we've ever had in Mississippi have deployed the necessary resources, as you can see behind me, to come out and give these animals clearly the very first medical care they've ever received. We're going to continue to be on this property until 100% of these animals have been removed. It's been a long, exhausting day, as you can imagine.
The ARC was doing our county a service. They put all this rescue team together, a lot of them volunteers out in the heat, working to rescue these animals. And you know, this is a service that y'all doing for us. We certainly appreciate it.
We're several days into Operation Mississippi Blues. We're here in our emergency shelter in Tunica, Mississippi. We've had volunteers coming in droves. We've had at least 60 volunteers coming into our emergency shelter on a daily basis.
I got a phone call within 24 hours, knew that I needed to get at least 40 to 60 volunteers into an emergency shelter to get it set up and ready for animals that were coming in from the field.
We had to work very quickly to secure the volunteers to handle this amount of animals. That's the beauty of the Animal Rescue Corps. They do massive rescues, and we had to be ready to handle all of these animals.
We are in day 3 of vet exams. We've had teams of vets and vet techs and vet students here taking care of these animals.
We've been treating eye infections, multiple ear infections, and skin infections. We have some heartworm disease dogs as well. We've been dealing with a lot of external parasite conditions, lots of ticks and fleas, which concern about the tick problem is the Lyme disease or Rocky Mountain spotted fever that can occur from all those tick bites.
Many of them are just covered from head to toe in scabs. Now that they're back here, we are doing everything we can to make sure that they're getting the best possible care. And you can already begin to see them perking up and their will to live coming back. So it's great to see these guys go from depressed and ready to die to realizing that there's something great out there.
Jenny, and I'm with Safe Harbor Equine and Livestock Sanctuary based in Middle Tennessee. We had 15 equines total. This group of donkeys is definitely suspect of roundworms. We had fecals done and we've started a slow deworming process. They've already responded and have started looking healthier. The overall condition of the horses, these horses were not hydrated when they came in. They definitely had a pecking order and not all of them were getting the feed that they needed. We're basically refeeding them now. It'll take a few weeks and a deworming schedule to really get that down. And then they will be up for adoption once we do an evaluation of their training level and we clear them with the veterinarian. Raven, our black little mare, she's 1.5 years old and she came in with extensive scarring and fresh wounds as well. We are irrigating Raven's hole in her neck. Basically, a stallion took her and grabbed her by the back of the neck, and that wound abscessed all the way through under her spine. We're watching that closely to see if she needs more surgery.
She's going to be a great horse for somebody.
It's been a tremendous spirit of compassion that has brought all of these individuals in here to come care for these precious souls. It has been that same spirit of compassion that has brought multiple organizations together to support us on this rescue operation. These partners include the Union County Emergency Services Department, the Union County Sheriff's Department, the Tunica Humane Society, the Mississippi State University College of Veterinary Medicine, as well as their transport vehicle from Homeward Bound, Redemption Road Rescue, and the Safe Harbor Equine Sanctuary and Rescue. And we're very grateful to our partner, the Mental Insight Foundation, who has offered us a grant to partially fund this rescue operation. Today is bittersweet. Today we say goodbye. As you can see behind me, they're getting loaded up. They go off to our placement partners in Wisconsin, Virginia, the Washington, D.C. area, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our placement partners will now be taking on the next level of these animals' rehabilitation. And very soon they'll be living as members of the family for the very first time. But as with any Animal Rescue Corps emergency operation, it would not be possible without you, our generous supporters and donors. Your compassion continues to inspire and drive our life-saving work. Thank you.